A huge title change on Dynamite and a shocking first challenger has been revealed. Plus, a popular gimmick match is returning to Dynamite next week. And 2 Raw stars are undergoing surgery. Find out who in the wrestling news now. Expect spoilers from the start. Fish! So, last night on Dynamite EE,
yes.
Sammy Guevara only went and won himself the AEW TNT title.
Yes, which is all kinds of baffling and bewildering and amazing.
Because I mean, fair play, good match, excellent match. I've loved Miro's work as TNT champ.
Yes,
as
and
God's champion.
I loved his redesign, and I just love everything about him.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a little bit sad, but equally, Sammy Guevara is. This is going to be a good title reign, surely.
It's a bittersweet one, but it was a good match. And then it was, we were told we would hear from the champion for the first time during the first commercial break of Road to the Top, which is kind of the Osbournes with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's a cheeky ploy, isn't it? It's like, you need to watch this. It'd be like WWE going, you'll find out the main event of WrestleMania at the end of Total Divas.
Oh my God, please do that one year. But whilst we were all getting snuggled into our seats to not watch Roads to the Top, Bobby Fish sent out a tweet congratulating Sammy Guevara, basically saying, I want to go next, mate. So during the break of Roads to the Top, there he was, Sammy Guevara accepted the challenge and said, let's do this. And they're doing it next week. Bobby and Sammy
I love Bobby
next
Fish.
week.
I love Bobby Fish. I love Bobby Fish.
Yeah, you're a massive Bobby Fish
Everything
fan.
about his in-ring style, I just like it. I don't know. Like, ever since I first saw him, when I started watching New Japan properly, way back in Wrestle Kingdom 9-ish, and him and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon. Oh man, I'm a big fan of Bobby Fish's in-ring work, and this is for me because I got stick the other when we're talking about the NXT releases, and I accidentally labelled him a young guy. He's not a young guy, of course. He's been around for quite some time, so maybe he might be kind of coming to the end of things eventually, not maybe right now, but in a few years. So I kind of want to see Bobby Fish go on a world tour.
Yeah.
And I want to see him hit everywhere he can and have some great matches.
I think it's weird because like young guy, old guy in wrestling, you can be 22 and be an old guy, but I think I think with Bobby Fish in NXT, a part of the greatest faction NXT's ever seen, one of the greatest tag teams that WWE as a whole had. But we didn't see much of Bobby as a standalone guy.
No, and
he can go.
I think that this is going to be something that will evolve into something beautiful potentially. If the chemistry's there and it works and the crowd are really on side with it, then I think we may see some return visits for Mr. Fish.
Well, he's signed up with MLW. He's part of the Opera Cup. He's part of Fightland next weekend. So it's a great little time to kick open that forbidden door, especially if it means it opens stuff for MLW as well.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Obviously, Brian Pillman Jr. came from there as well, but Bobby Fish amongst it as well is excellent. Bobby and Sammy next week on Dynamite Anniversary. Also, next week on Dynamite Anniversary, the Casino Ladder match is back.
Ooh, okay.
First one we had was in May last year, and it saw the debutant Brian Cage become the winner. He got a championship match against Jon Moxley as a result of that. It's kind of like a Battle Royal meets a ladder match.
Yeah, and it's got all that space for drama and nice high spots, and there's a lot you can do with the stipulation. So it's kind of retreading old ground in a way, but in a new way.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, there's been no competitors announced for this so far. Who would you think would be a shoe-in for this particular one? I mean, my thinking is, and it's weird because he's not long won the Casino Battle Royale with Cheese, it seems. It didn't seem like a long time since he won the men's version. Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy's a great
Give
shout.
me Jungle Boy again.
Yeah.
Sod it. Let's give me Jungle Boy again.
Yeah.
Give
it a Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the ball to Tucker. Also last night on AEW Dynamite, and it was a special Dynamite last night because it was the Make Good episode for Rochester, New York, or for New York rather, and it was a tribute show to John Huber, to Brody Lee, and there was lots of little moments in there. -1 throwing the paper at Evil Uno, I thought was a beautiful bit. But it was also last night that we got announced the John Huber Legacy Foundation. This has been set up by the wife of Brody Lee and Brody Lee's brother. brother, who announced that the legacy is going to focus on providing support to people in creative fields who have not taken the next step in their careers because of family obligations. It's really fitting, actually, for this to be named after the late great Brody Lee, because Brody Lee got offered the WWE contract while his child was ill in hospital.
Yeah.
And it's the idea that, you know, you should be able to chase your dreams and still support your family.
This is it. I think it's a beautiful idea, this, because it is something that a lot of people do have to abandon their goals, especially in the creative field, because in the creative and the entertainment spheres, you often don't get paid a lot. You often have to suffer for a very long time on low wages, doing menial jobs, and sort of building your way to the top, and you have to prove yourself and put in the work. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter where you start. Even if it's a new job in a higher rank, you're still at the bottom of something. So you've got to keep moving, and I think this is perfect. I think this is great. So
starting next year, so some details of what the foundation will do, they will select a group of creative individuals to support with resources, connections, practical skills, and direct funding. The cohort will meet throughout the year to learn from experts in areas including business planning, artist management, public relations, brand management, finances, and intellectual property law. I think everybody could do with this.
Yeah, I think it's just a general great crash course to have.
Yeah. These skills and connections will help them provide for their families, whilst also helping them pursue their dreams, which I think is a lovely thing to do. Find out more on AEW's Twitter. Just search John Huber Legacy Foundation as well, if that's something that might be something you might be eligible for. Finally, 2 Raw stars will be off for a little while now. We talked about Alexa Bliss being written off TV for the foreseeable, possibly bringing. A few people have called me out saying I'd be sad to see the spooky Alexa Bliss go. I think with a few tweaks, I still think it's a good thing.
Well, this is it. I think it can be, made into something amazing. It's just kind of in this mire right now where it's maybe unsure of what it is. We're kind of getting all these different glimpses at this character. And if they double down on it and they come up with something great, I think it'll be awesome. But people are going to give you crap for everything, aren't they?
It's fine. It's what it is. But Bliss off TV now. She's having sinus surgery very soon. So this is a chance for her to get a bit of surgery done that needed to get done, and then no idea when she'll be back, according to PW Insider, who found that out, by the way. Also, PW Insider noting that Sheamus is undergoing surgery once again. It's another op on his nose. He keeps breaking his nose, that poor lad.
Shamus
Keeps having a problem with his nose. Expected to be out for a couple of weeks. Don't expect it to be part of next week's draft.
They should make him into like a James Bond villain. He's got like the stature for it. He's huge. He's like a henchman, right? He's like Jaws, except instead of metal teeth, they should give him a metal nose. Maybe give Cesaro the metal teeth, and then get the bar back together and give them like an evil guy. Like a proper evil Bond villain. There you go.
Look at that. We've just booked the dream feud for
We're just going to turn WWE into James Bond now. I'm excited to see No Time to Die. Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. That's out today, isn't it? Oh, that's very... I'm up for this. I feel like this is Daniel Craig's last one, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Who's playing Bond next?
I have no idea.
Is it you?
I have no idea, but I don't know if we're going to get maybe a cool-down period of maybe, like we had between Brosnan and Craig, didn't we? There was kind of like a run-off. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was quite quick, that one. I was like, maybe we'll get like a run of maybe 4 or 5 years with no Bond, and then it'll be like a big return. Either way, I hope that they keep the gritty, I hate that word, but I hope they keep that realistic, grounded Bond rather than the crazy gadgets. And, I like the Craig, like the fact that the first thing you see is him getting the absolute poo beaten out of him, and it's like, oh, James Bond doesn't bleed, what's this?
I like the Bo Selector callback there where you said the Craig. Favourite Bond?
I'm a sucker for Timothy Dalton, I'm a sucker for Pierce Brosnan, I'm a sucker for Roger Moore, but Daniel Craig's up there, Yeah.
I'm saying Bob Monkhouse.
Oh, mate.
Because I'm one of them.
Mate, no, that's class.
Bob Monkhouse, who played him on the radio version of Casino Royale with Cheese.
Yes.
We end on that gag. More news as we get it.
2 for 1.
Just going to use it several times. More news as we get it. Get the Cultaholic Wrestling News podcast every morning in your podcast weapon of choice for the wrestling news in 10 minutes or your money back. It's free. Don't ask for your money back. More as we get it. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.
Royale with cheese.